Hello and welcome to Curl Up with Cathy Bramley. I'm Cathy Bramley. I'm in my treehouse. It's a beautiful sunny day and I have a guest waiting to join me. Somebody who is writing so prolifically these days. I don't know where she finds the time. And she's just told me that she's just writing her 11th book for Avon. So I'll introduce the wonderful Phillipa Ashley to you. Any second, she's going to appear on my screen. There we go. Hi, Phillipa. Hi.
Hello. I'm not in my treehouse. I'm in my dining room.
Yeah. Oh, well. It's probably much more sensible because I have to make a quick dash for the loo whenever I need to go. So drapes across wet grass and all sorts. Oops. So how are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing well. Yeah, we're all doing okay at the moment. So I count that as a really good thing.
Is there just the two of you in the house, or?
Yeah, our daughter's grown up now and lives in Cambridge with her partner and their cat Tilly. But my husband's still working as an engineer doing some essential stuff. So it's me all day as usual. Really, that's.
Well, so he's not working from home yet then? Or?
No, he has worked one day from home, but they do kind of essential things, keeping things that have got to be kept going. They've got to happen ready for other people to go back to work. So yeah, that's
good.
What he's doing.
Quite lucky, isn't it? I mean, the girls, there's so many jobs being advertised now in supermarkets and stuff, and the girls are tempted because obviously it just gets them out of the house. But they're really cautious about bringing the germs back as well. So it's that balance, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody's working really. My husband's working, and my daughter's a scientist, actually working on some research for the government on the virus tracking. So she volunteered for that. So she wanted something to do, and her boyfriend, he's an engineer, and they've been making parts for respirators. So they've been keeping busy. Yeah. So yeah, we're all at it.
So you have really got, grassroots knowledge then of what's going on. That's really exciting.
I wouldn't say that. She phones us up to reassure us, and she'll answer any questions, and really helpful when you see things that perhaps aren't quite right on Facebook. And but I mean, we try not to bombard her too much because she's constantly phoning our parents who are elderly and reassuring them and other friends. But yeah, it is helpful and reassuring. And she is optimistic, so that's good.
Good. Well, I think you have to be, don't you? I mean, even us people like me who aren't scientists, you've just got to think, well, this isn't going to go on forever, and we are going to get out of this. Try and take what we can from it.
Well, I think the ingenuity of people. She phoned me one day and she said, well, her partner James, he said it's been like Apollo 13 and the Martian all weekend in the lab. All these people coming together. They are boffins, and they've all come up with a design for a respiration. I do know that's going into production. So they're only young. They're only in their early 30s, and that makes me feel really good.
Yeah.
I sent them a massive order of biscuits to my daughter's lab. Ordered biscuits to keep them going. So yeah, I said, "Are you allowed biscuits in the lab?" She said, "Oh yes." Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
A little thing to do.
Yeah.
And,
keep those wheels of industry going. Yeah, with a biscuit.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. Well, meanwhile, you and me are at home.
Yeah.
Working on our next books, thinking about next year and all the rest of it, because we work so far ahead, don't we?
That's right. I'm right. I'm almost finishing a Christmas book at the moment. So I started that on January the 2nd or whenever we came back, and I've got to hand that in at the end of this month to my publisher. So it's been, and that's okay in January and February writing a Christmas book. But as you get into March and the blossoms coming out, you start to think, oh, I'm really imagining it now. So yeah.
But, well, I mean, it's the same. I've actually written my book for next spring.
I haven't even done that, Cathy. That is good.
So so In fact, yeah, I'm quite well ahead, but
Yeah,
I am going to be thinking something wintry soon,
yeah,
just as we're going into this warm weather. But
yeah.
so I
Oh,
actually watched a wintry film last night to
well,
get
what
me.
did you watch?
Um, oh, I can't remember. It's really good. Something with the, was it Christmas with the Connors? It
Or
got
did
Diane
you
Keaton in it, and it got, you know, the one who plays the young girl in Mamma Mia, Amanda Seyfried,
Oh,
isn't it?
yes, yes, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good film. Really enjoyed it. I
Oh,
think it was Christmas with the Connors. So yeah, that was quite interesting. But yeah, so tell us about, so your next book. Obviously, you're writing a Christmas
yeah.
book, but you've got one to come out, haven't
Oh,
you, in
wow,
the
yeah.
summer? Tell us about that one. I've got a picture of it here, so I'll bring it up.
Let's have a look. Yeah, A Perfect
Perfect.
Cornish Escape, and believe me, I think we all need that at the moment. I mean, obviously, when we wrote it, we had the title. Nobody knew what was going to happen, but I am really excited about this one. Probably more excited than anyone I've written so far for Avon. I think I mustn't give any spoilers. Stop me if you think I'm giving a spoiler at all. But it's
Okay.
basically, yeah, it's about two couples, four main characters, and really they've all got, well, a couple of them have got a reason to escape, and then the others are what everybody wants to make a fresh start, and they all end up in my fictional village of Porthmellow, which, if anybody loves Porthleven in Cornwall, they might recognise Porthmellow, because it's sort of loosely inspired by that. But
And is this the location you've used before, Porthmellow?
yeah, this is the third book in the Perfect Cornish series, which people
Right.
call the Porthmellow series. The first one last summer was about a food festival, because they have an amazing food festival in Porthleven. I'm sure it will go ahead next April, so get down there if you can go to that. It's wonderful.
Mm.
The second one was inspired by my daughter's job. It was about it was about a Christmas gift that goes wrong, a DNA testing kit, and then the main character ends up searching for her father. But this one is about it's quite poignant. It opens after Marina, the heroine, has her husband's been lost at sea, and it's only a couple of months, and obviously she's devastated, and she doesn't know what's happened to him. There's no body, she can't mourn, and she's out on the wild Cornish cliffs, wondering what she's going to do. And she comes across an old Coast Guard lookout station. I don't know if you've seen them on the Cornish coast. They have National Coast Watch stations where volunteers look out for people on the beach and ships. And she sees this disused coastal station and thinks, if that had been open, I might have, my husband might have been saved. And then we go forward nearly 7 years, and she's got the Coast Watch station up and running. She's running all the volunteers and has really found a new purpose in her life. But she's not really found love or romance, so that's where the story starts.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah,
So
it's
this is
dramatic. Yeah.
Porthmellow, and it's out when?
June the 11th.
June the 11th.
Yeah, there's sort of, the review copies have already been out for a while, and there's getting some nice reviews through. So
Excellent. Yeah.
right.
I must say, I do really love the covers of your books. They're very attractive. They're very pretty without being twee, you know.
Lovely. That's a really nice thing to say. I think that too. I hope they really do ask me. They really do show what the book's about. And there's a wonderful artist, and I can't remember her name, but it's individually done for me. And they'll say, what does your heroine look like, and is there a lighthouse? And they really try to make it evocative of the book. So very lucky.
Do you get very, I mean, so obviously they ask you, but do you get very involved in the various processes of it? So for example, I'll be involved in the brief, to actually brief the art department.
Yeah. I do actually. I mean, the reason I'm sounding a bit taken aback is because I have with Avon, I have had input, whereas in the past I haven't, and that's been a wonderful thing, really. And they will ask me, for a bit of a synopsis, and you can send in snippets of things that have inspired you. I've got my Christmas cover, and that was based on a place I live in, the Lake District, and I was able to direct them to the website of this beautiful house, and they actually put a very similar house in the picture and
wow.
so yeah, I'm very, very lucky, and I know I'm lucky, so
yeah. Well, I'll look forward to seeing that, because I love the Lake District. I've set a couple in the Lake District. And I did the same for Hetty's Farmhouse Bakery. I sent a picture of the farmhouse that had inspired me, and it's very, very similar. So yeah, I'll be interested.
It's great. It's great to get a cover and think, oh my goodness, absolutely wow, not horror. You know, it's you're confident that you're going to get a lovely cover, and that having written about 25 books over the years, it's really nice to be excited about your cover. And I am,
because the thing is, it's with you for so long. You know, it's
forever.
a publisher will, you know, be seeing books go being published every week or every couple of weeks, so they'll see loads of covers. But for us as the authors, you know, so the marketing department will be handling 100 covers a year, but we'll only be handling 1 or 2, and they've got to really, you know, they really stick with you, don't they? And you always have 1 or 2 that you think, I'm never going to like that cover, and then you've got ones that you just love, you know.
And desperate to share, you know, they'll send you the cover and say, well, we're not going to launch the cover for another 3 or 4 months. You think, oh, no, but I want to tell everybody now. I want to show.
I mean, the cover for A Patchwork Family I really like. In fact, it's got that sort of creamy background of yours. It's very similar, isn't it?
I got an early review copy of yours, and it hadn't got your cover on.
No, it wasn't finalised then. I think it was just more script, wasn't it, on the front?
Right, I can see it up in the corner here. The colours are quite like mine, aren't they? That kind of really fresh
colour.
And yellows.
In fact, my name is written in a fairly similar colour to your title.
Oh, I can see that. It must be because I was told it covers. They do follow fashion trends, don't they? As well, they look at the fashion trends, clothes and decor that's coming up. It's amazing, really.
Yeah. Oh, so are you able to tell us the title for your Christmas one, or is it a secret?
It is on Amazon, but we're not launching it yet. So,
should I quickly Google it?
A surprise Christmas wedding, but if anybody can see it on Amazon, but we're not launching it yet. So I probably shouldn't.
You can say it's just you and me here. I won't tell anyone.
Well, I've nearly finished it. So.
Oh, brilliant! Oh, that's great. So, what are you going to do? Obviously, I think you were saying that you've got some online stuff happening. You know, you're doing some Facebook Lives and things with people. Well,
I mean, this is the first thing I've done ever, I think, in terms of a broadcast. I did a radio interview last week with Radio Cornwall. Just bang the pots and pans for the NHS. I had to run in here and go on the radio, but they're very nice in Radio Cornwall, so they make me feel at ease. I've got Avon's publicist has arranged for us to take part in Avon Virtual Book Fest.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because I mean, as you know, so many of these things we were going to do in bookshops, festivals have had to be cancelled.
Do you like that? Do you like doing events in bookshops?
I like, yes, when I prefer it to be with other people. I think it's 100 times nicer when there's more than the one of you. So, I mean, and another thing, you'll know about this, Cathy, we're hoping that the Chase Book Fest goes ahead at the end of September. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see, but you know, that was fantastic with so many others. We really loved that. I prefer it if other people,
like panels.
Well, I like to be on a panel and everybody bouncing off each other, and you find out things about even your close author friend you didn't know when they give an answer to a question. So
it is fun.
Together.
I think readers get more out of it as well, don't they? Because it's more entertaining when you've got a conversation going on with the other authors. I'm the same. I much prefer it.
It's more engaging,
Yeah.
definitely.
And what about when you're the writing process? What's your favourite part of the writing process? I mean, do you like editing? Do you like planning? Do you like drafting?
I don't plan much. I don't mind editing. I'm always really grateful when an editor gets involved and they, because I've probably gone as far as I can, and I'm probably thinking about certain bits of it. I'd like to achieve that with it. I'm not sure I've achieved it in the right way, or I could do it better. And I really like my editor at the moment. They'll always tell you how to get the maximum. They know what you've written, but they'll say you could get even more out of this, and you think, well, yes, I could. And so I quite like editing. I like it. I'm relieved when the words are there.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I rush off in a rush of enthusiasm, and then you do have to push through, don't you? And so I probably like editing. In fact, I like putting it on the shelves.
I like our launch day. I like launch day when they send me flowers.
Yeah, that's the best bit, Cathy, definitely.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, it's lovely to talk to you today. Thanks ever so much for joining me in your dining room. And,
yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, good luck with the book when it comes out.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay, thanks,
Take
Cathy.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Phillipa Ashley there. It was great to chat to her. 10 books she's written, set in Cornwall already. It's incredible. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll be back soon with a chat with another one of your favourite authors. Thank you. Bye.